We still got some time. What's up? Uh, this is the continuation of the Texas the series. I guess is part two. Um, this is what year is this? Where am I at in life at this time? 23, 24. When I met my first kid's mother, 23, 24. I'm 22, 23. 22, 23 when I met my kid's mother. My first kid's mother, 22, 23. Yeah, my daughter about to be 10. She 9 going on 10. I just turned 32, yeah. So I'm going on 22. I'm about to be 22 when I meet her, yeah. I'm about to be 22. Yeah, she was there on my birthday. Alright, so 22 years old, 10 years ago, about to be 22, so it's 2012-ish, 2013, when I meet my kid's mother. No kids, obviously, just coming off of some crazy relationships that I've been in. And then I moved into the apartments that I actually live in now, on the other side. The other side of the complex I moved in. I was a cable man at this time, still a cable man. I only recorded one or two songs by myself. Haven't really dove into the music so much yet, but I'm about to. I was making a whole lot of music my freshman year in college, but me and my homeboy was making it on his, just recording on his computer in GarageBand. It wasn't really serious. We just recorded a bunch of songs I used to listen to on my MP3 when I would work out or go to practice or whatever. Nothing too serious, right? So I have been building this, I guess, confidence in myself musically over this time. Making records, but not really putting them out or doing anything with them. Even though me and Josh had put out Nightmare, we put out a whole little project after that. We had the song Nightmare, which is actually the song my first kid's mother heard and on my page. It's kind of crazy how we met. I originally, right when I ended my last relationship, I had been friends with my kid's mother's, my first kid's mother, sister. And I have been talking to her, back and forth. Not, I guess, too much crazy. But we've been talking. And I was actually interested in talking to my kid's mother's sister. We were talking like that. And it never really transpired. So I ended up moving into this crib. And at the time, while I was here, my cousin was staying with me, sleeping on my couch. And I had this young lady that was at my crib every day. Every day. The problem was she had just graduated high school. It was like mid-semester, middle of the school. She graduated early. So here I am, 21, 22, and she 18, just graduated high school. She's the only one in her high school that graduated at early. One of the only ones. So all her friends are in school and she out of school. And she at my crib. But she was still high school kinda. So she always had to leave and go back to the crib because she stayed at her parents' house still. So for me, that wasn't, I didn't really fuck with her like that. I fucked with her, but she was just so young to me. And that was even at 21 messing with an 18-year-old. But no, she was older, that's why. She was 19. But she still, and high school felt like fucking high school. I don't care how old you are, baby. You just graduated high school last month. This is January, February. You just graduated in December. You just graduated high school. That's what's up. But you technically still supposed to be in school this semester until May. Why didn't you just wait and walk with the rest of everybody? Like, you supposed to be in high school right now. But she was cool peoples. She stayed at my crib all the time. She slept there all the time, spent the night all the time, all of that. Like, when on the weekends when she could, she spent the night, and it was like, it was cool. It was cool. She obviously didn't have no kids. I obviously didn't have no kids. It was straight. Like, she was about to start school in the summer. Well, she was actually in college classes. She was taking some college classes, but she wasn't. But school hadn't started yet. It was January. She had just graduated in December. It was January this whole time that we was talking for like a month. Was it? January this time we was talking. And I don't know what it was. I just... It wasn't hitting for me, baby. It wasn't hitting for me. Like, she was cool, but... yeah, whatever. So, but she was at my house all the time. I say that because while she was at my house, I was going on dates with other women. She'd be at the crib, but I knew I didn't fuck with her like that. And I knew she was, anytime she got out of school or I wasn't at home or I was at work, she was always in my house anyway. So I'd get off work and go straight to kick it with somebody else. Get off work, go straight to kick it with somebody else. Get off work, go straight to kick it with somebody else. Wouldn't even go kick it with her. Like, fuck, you can stay at the house all you want. I'm not coming back to the house. And that's kind of what happened. I was talking to my kid's mother's sister. My kid's mother, I seen on her page that, and I was on a date with Brittany. I remember who it was. I was going on a date after work, and I'm headed to the south. And like I said, we had been talking here and there, but we ain't, she stayed on the south side. And I really started only talking to you because I talked to your sister. So it wasn't really nothing like that. But I remember headed to the south side and being like, yo, I'm headed to the south. I'm about to grab some food. You hungry? And she was like, shit, bring me a burger. So I stopped, got food, brought it over to her, talked to her for like 15 minutes. She was in front of this duplex. And she came out of the side of the duplex. She was like, oh, this is where my mom stay. I stay somewhere different. I'm like, okay, cool. We gave her the food. It was only memorable because I was headed on a whole date with Brittany when I went and got food, stopped and got food, and took it to Aurora, took it to my kid's mom, took it to my kid's mother. That wasn't good. I shouldn't have said. I was on a whole nother date. I was headed to a whole other date. Got food off for her. Went on my date. Enjoyed my date. Went back home and had a girl that was at the house staying at the house. Yeah, it was a wild time. It was a wild time. And that was the first time I seen my kid's mother. After that, I hit her one day and she was up north where I'm at. So I immediately pulled up on her. She was at her grandpa's house. Pulled up on her and we sat outside in the car and we just talked. A couple hours, right? So that was the second time we met. Third time we met, I go back down to the south side now because she said she's down there by her mom's house. But now we didn't talk once or twice. And she told me the truth that her mom stays on one side of the duplex, but the other side of the duplex is her side of the duplex. This is where she lives. She just didn't trust me and didn't want me to know this is where she stayed. But in my head, I was like, why would you tell me where your mama stays? It don't matter. I could do anything to your mama if I know where your mama stays with. Either way. So I go over to the crib the third time. Third time, we don't talk at all. For real. We go over. She watching TV, so we just end up watching TV. I end up falling asleep while we watching TV. Waking up in the middle of the night and we start fucking. Mind you, we didn't talk much. We talked the second time. We talked a little bit when I handed her the burger. It's so crazy saying handed her a burger because my kid's mother do not fuck with me at all now. and hasn't in like the last 4 or 5 years. Like, hasn't ate meat, touched meat, and the first thing I ever brought her was a fucking bacon cheeseburger. So, she used to fuck. Look, she used to fuck some meat up, but yeah, no, but she used to love her some meat. I'm all like that. Well, I'm over here playing. So now I remember waking up the next day. We wake up middle of the night. We fuck. Now we fucking. I left the next day. Mind you, I still got this woman at my crib sleep every day. I just leave from and go to work from my kid's mother house. And then I'm telling her I got to go back to my crib and, you know what I'm saying, I'm going back home. She tell me that very next day, if you go back and spend the night at home, don't ever come back and spend the night here. This is the first time. This is the toxic shit. This is the first time I ever spent the night at her house. First time we ever fucked. This is the third time ever meeting her. She said if I go home to my house where I pay bills, if I go spend the night at my house, don't ever come back to her house. I had a woman at my house still, and I just stopped going to my house for like 3 weeks. Middle of the day, I go grab clothes for the next day, and then just after work, I was at my kid's mother's house. It literally just happened like that. Now, mind you, I meet her, and she has her own thing going on. Like, y'all know the craziness that I had going on back in my shit. But she got her own thing going on that, you know, I had no idea about, obviously. When I meet her, she has a 3-month-old daughter. You know, it's just her and her baby. It's her baby, and 2 dogs, 2 pit bulls. Upon finding certain things out, how the dogs got there, why she's there by herself, why everything was a certain way, it was kind of fucked up the last couple of months of her pregnancy, leading into having a baby, leading into like at one point in time it was like 10 pit bulls at her house, and she was like damn near bedridden and couldn't take care of the dogs, and it was 10 dogs in her living room. You know what I mean? And she in there on bed rest with about to have a baby, or with a baby. So, and here I come in, jolly and happy, not knowing certain situations, not knowing certain anything that she's been through. As y'all heard in part 1, I had my own past and things that I've been through, and trauma and drama that I was bringing into this relationship. Depression I went through, cheating, my own mental that has been going on. That's all the stuff that I'm bringing into this shit on my side. She had her own shit that she bringing in on her side, and now we just colliding in the middle. And Lord, did we collide in the middle. I remember maybe a couple. She was with me for all the first 2 though. Like, as I was becoming, like, taking this artist shit serious, she was right there every step of the way. Old videos and studio sessions she was at my first few studio sessions. She was in the building. She met these people when I met these people, Bill C. Don and 101 and all of these people. She was there. Nico, she introduced me to Nico. My kid's mother is the person that said, oh, it's this dude that got a studio, and Nico like my brother now. She always was right there. I fuck with my first kid's mother. I fuck with my first baby mama. I don't call her. I try not to call her my baby mama, so you keep hearing me say kid's mother, kid's mother, kid's mother. But I fuck with that lady. But here we are. We get in a situation together, and we fighting. We arguing back and forth. We got our own views on things. We got very strong opinions on, you know what I'm saying, relationships and people and cheating, and it's a lot going on that has a lot to do with other shit that we didn't do to each other. But it is part of who we are now, you know. So, a lot of back and forth, a lot of arguing. So much mean shit got said in the very first time of us dating. Mind you, this is the time that I'm the youngest. This is the very first time she's meeting me, so I'm my youngest self ever knowing her. And right now, of course, I'm my oldest self ever knowing her. But this is the youngest me she knew. So it's the first me she knew. It's the worst me she knew. I was still very much so an asshole. Like, I'm an asshole now, but I'm a sweetheart. I'm an asshole, but I'm a sweetheart now. Like, some of the stuff I said to that lady in that heated argument, I would never say to her. I said it to her, but me, I would never say some of those things to her. The way I raise my voice, things that, it's certain things that I would never do to her right now. Like, even if I just met her, same anger that she used to have, same pissed off attitude, she was always the same exact her, I wouldn't have responded that way. But at that point in time, I was fucking mad too. And we fought, and we shared some things, and beautiful music came out of it. She used to work as a in-home healthcare for different clients. So she used to go out to different homes. Well, she used to go to the same home and work with clients that needed assistance. I remember it was 45 minutes away, down there an hour, dropping her off, and we would argue all the way to fucking work every fucking day. To the point where I was like, same time tomorrow, like, I would drop her off, same time tomorrow, like, on some, like, petty shit. And to this day, I can't remember one argument we had that actually mattered. But we was fucking fighting, though. And I think it was more so, like, she had a lot of stuff that she had been through, right? And she didn't know how to articulate that she needed me to be a certain way. She just really needed me to be a certain way. And I had some shit that I had been through, and I didn't know how to articulate that I needed her to be a certain way. So we both wanted and expected things, but we didn't tell the other person what it was that we expected. So when I didn't meet her expectations, of course she's mad. But we still don't know how to communicate with each other. So instead of expressing yourself in a way that we can both listen to, she feels the only way she's going to get heard is by either holding it in first, holding it in to a point where she can't hold it in no more. And now we fucking fight. And I was the same way. I don't know how to... I'm so always thinking that my woman going to be upset about something. Back in the day, I was like, oh, she gonna be mad about this. Oh, she gonna be mad about this. Oh, she gonna be mad about this. So I don't say nothing until it's at a point where I gotta say something, bro. And you see the energy. You see the energy I just came with. Like, nah, fuck that. I gotta say something. Now I'm coming into the conversation with that energy. And we did that a lot. And it's like, when someone you feel is coming at you hostile from the jump, you get defensive. So instead of hearing your argument, I'm just ready to argue. And we just fighting. And it can be about anything. And because conversations continue to begin this way and constantly begin this way, now anything we talk about, I'm defensive. Anything you talk about, I'm defensive. Anything I talk about, you're defensive, because that's now how we begin to talk to each other. And it was a recipe for disaster. At one point, financially, I was trying to make everything make sense for the family. You got an apartment down here, I got an apartment up here. You don't have a lease down here. I do have a lease up here. Why not come up here and condense all the bills to one set of bills? And now your whole income that you was paying all these bills with can be saved or spent on yourself. I can just continue to pay my own fucking rent. I already pay rent. And I don't be there. So why not continue to pay rent? We stay here, and all the shit that you was paying, we ain't got to pay for no more. You dig? We cool. And that was cool. That was happening. But then the fighting happened when the move started. The fighting happened right before the move started, actually. Maybe 2 weeks before the move started, my best friend came down. Vale came down. And Vale's military. So Vale was in Virginia. He was stationed in Virginia with his wife at the time. And came back in town. And this is my brother. And this is at a time when I'm beginning this like music thing. So she was there, studio sessions, first songs and all of that. This is my first performance, my first big performance. It's happening, I think, on like a Friday night. This is Thursday night. They'll get in town Thursday morning. Thursday night, I'm like, bro, you gonna perform with me? I need my brother, bro. You in town? You in town? I ain't seen you, bro. We about to go up and knock this shit out. Me and you. I need my dog with me when we go on stage. I ain't like, come on stage with me. He like, all right, I got you. Pull up to the crib. We about to chop it up anyway. Since I'm in town, pull up to the crib. We gonna practice this fucking song because I don't even know the record we doing. He just literally hopping on stage with me to do a record with me. You're like, oh shit, pull up, nigga. We finna practice the song. We finna kill this shit because we're opening up. We're one of the fucking like 5 or 6 opening acts for the Migos. And this is at the time when Migos only had Versace, Medusa had on me. Like, this is a long time ago. Early Migos. So, but it mattered to me. And this is before I was ever a singer. I'm a rapper at this time. So this really, really matters to me, right? It really matters to me. I go over to my brother's crib, his grandma's crib, because he in town staying at his grandma's crib. Go over there, we practicing a song. We end up getting on the game. We playing the game. We chilling. Like, at this time, I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I didn't do nothing. I didn't drink until I fucking moved to Texas. I didn't fucking smoke until I moved to Texas. I didn't drink. I drank back in college a little bit. I developed a drinking habit when I tore everything in my knee. But I didn't smoke until I got to Texas. So we over there just chilling. We wide awake playing the game. It's like 1, 2 in the morning. I'm in North County. If you know where North County at, I'm in Blackjack, near Jamestown Mall. Mind you, where I've been staying, my girl crib, this is before we moved. This is 2 weeks before we moved. My girl crib is all the way fucking on the south side. So relative to location, my actual house is about 10 minutes from where I'm at. The house I've been staying at on the south side with my girlfriend, my kid's mother, well, before we had my kid's mother at the time, is like 40 minutes away from where I'm at. So I tell her, like, I'm about to just stay up here and I'm not finna drive down there 40 minutes at 2, say almost 2 in the morning. She said, if you don't come home tonight, we not finna be together. Toxic. So I went home. I went down to the south side. I went down to the south side. Would I do that today? I wouldn't do that today. I wouldn't be in a situation where I couldn't go to my house today. I would never have been in a situation where I couldn't go home. I didn't feel that would have never happened. And I don't think if me and her were dating today, the woman who she is today, that would have ever happened. But I think I don't think I could ever be in a situation like that again. It was so fucking toxic. It was no communication. It was fucking angry. I could never be in a situation like that again. And she couldn't either. Like, she's not that way. She's not that way no more. Like, she's not that way. Like, let me always put some respect on her name. She's not that way no more. But at that time, that shit was so fucking terrible. Like, if you gonna be with your homeboy, then don't be in this relationship. Then she didn't like that. She didn't like my brother. Like I don't know what it was, bro. Like she's randomly didn't like my brother. My brother didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, did nothing. Like he was just my brother. So, yeah. And then we began the moving process. And I didn't want a dog at my house. So she got rid of her dog, her baby. She got rid of me now. That was hard for her. And I was an asshole. I was very adamant about not having a dog in my house. And it's so crazy because I would have a dog in my house now. Like, last girl I dated brought out a big ass dog down here and I didn't give a fuck. But I was very adamant and I lived in these same apartments at the time. Which is fucking wild to think that nothing's changed and it's a big difference. But I was adamant about I'm not having no dog in my fucking house. But it was mainly because she was on bed rest and she couldn't really care for the dogs for a long period of time. The dogs' potty training had gone south. The dog had spent a lot of time caged up. It was no longer the house trained dog that it once was. And at that time I ain't had no kids at this time. I ain't had no dog. I ain't had shit. My crib. And now I'm integrating shit and I'm more so like, we ain't bringing no fucking dog. And that was very hard on her to take her dog to the fucking pound that she's had for years and years for some fucking nigga that she was with. I mean, I'm her kid father now, but at the time, I was just fucking Jacob. I mean, I guess I'm just Jacob now. But she cried, and now me looking back at what happened and how it happened, that was fucked up. People love their fucking dogs. People love their dogs more than they love people. Yeah. That was bad. That was very bad. I shouldn't have done that. When did I switch and become a good boyfriend? Cause the more I go down these stories, I wasn't a good. We going deep, and I ain't been good yet. I ain't been good yet. When? It starts to feel like I ruined people's lives. Not gonna go that deep right now, but so she got rid of her dog. She moved. She moved in. Her, the little one, Vanessa, my oldest daughter, my 10, well, about to be 10 in August, my baby. They moved in, and that was that. We was living. April, May hit, right? April, May hit. And I remember there was this competition in Atlanta. If you go down to, I paid to get in this competition. It's a music competition. You win the competition, you get to open up for Future, right? And this is time Future it was way before Commas, but Future on fire. Future still Future. He on fire, right? If he's chilling out the parking lot, be mad. He on fire. He on fire. And in my head, can't nobody fuck with me. So I go down to this. We go down. Me, my girlfriend, her sister, my daughter, like her dad, like we go down there. We go to Atlanta for this competition. And yes, videos and pictures of my baby girl at this competition. And one of my favorite pictures of my baby girl sitting in the car seat in the back while I'm pumping gas. Of my daughter was during this competition on the road. Get down to Atlanta hotel, we kicking it. We go to the competition and I lose. And something that moment just enraged inside. Something switched inside of me. Something switched inside of me. Now that day, we ended up being late. What I thought was late to the competition. We pull up. They said be there at like 1, 2 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock. We get there at like 1:15. We late. I'm pissed. We didn't perform till like 3 o'clock. Got in, sat there for like an hour inside. Everybody registered, signed up. We sat and watched like 15, 20 people perform before me. I could have showed up an hour late. But I was so upset. I went, and although my music was good, I wasn't a good performer then. And I can say that. I can say that because until the last guy got up and actually performed, I won the competition. And I seen it in his performance. I was like, oh, when he started jumping off the stage and doing all of that, I was like, oh, I lost this. And I don't know, something about losing just changed me. All the way back home, I no longer wanted to be in St. Louis. Like, period. Like, I needed to be somewhere where I can focus on music. I didn't want to be a cable man no more. It's like, something in me was just ticking like, you are 23 years old. And you a cable man with a girlfriend and a baby. But in your head, it's like, my head at the time was like, I don't have to be here. I can actually go pursue my dream. That was the thinking. That was the thinking. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, I was telling that woman, I'm about to leave. She could stay here at my crib. The lease ends in like a month or two. When the lease ends, you can come here, come move with me, but I gotta go. I'm about to move. And I packed all my shit in my Cobalt, and I moved to Texas. Just up and moved to Texas. Just up and left. I didn't have a crib to stay in. I didn't have a job lined up. I had some interviews lined up. But something about losing that competition and being in a relationship where we was arguing and fighting, something about that shit just made me feel like I don't have to be doing this shit. I don't have to do this shit, bro. I could go actually pursue my dream. Technically, I don't have kids. At that time, technically, I don't have kids. That was a thought. I don't have kids. But I'm 23 years old, working as a cable man, taking like taking care of my woman and a baby, and I don't even got kids. Like, this can't be it for me. I'm supposed to fucking be somebody. I remember that sentiment. That was I really felt that way. I really felt that way. All my life, I was told, like I said, all my life, I was told I was supposed to be somebody. I ain't just supposed to be no goddamn cable man. Boyfriend, taking care of kids. You want to know what's crazy? At 32 years old, you want to know what I do? I'm a cable man. They just take care of my kids. But at 23, I'm not supposed to just be no cable man taking care of no kids. And I don't even have kids. That was the thought. So I up and I left. And I left her and moved to Texas. Now, mind you, prior to moving to Texas, I had made a record called Make Love. And the Make Love record is about me and her situation. No. This is when I made Make Love when I moved back from Texas. Okay, so scratch Make Love. I made Forever Maybe, and I lost with Forever Maybe. It was a song that I thought was the song, right? And I lost the competition while performing that song. Right? Rap song, right? And so I go to Texas. I'm continuing to tell my kid's mother, like, we gonna be together. Then I break up with her. And I'm out in Texas and living my life. I didn't get no interviews right away when I moved. I'm in Austin. I got cousins and shit that live in Texas, so I'm kicking with my cousins here and there, but I'm not really staying at my people's crib because they already got a lot of people that stay there. So I'm not really able to stay there. So I'm like sleeping in my car. Don't nobody really notice at the first. I'm sleeping in my car. But I know I'm going to get a job in a second. So for the meantime, I'm going to go. I went to a temp service. You know, I still had my ID, everything, and went to the temp service, signed up at one temp service, went to another temp service, signed up at that temp service, went to a third temp service, fourth temp service. So now I'm in everywhere. Whoever got the best opportunity, and they get you in quick. Goddamn me, you sign up today, you're working tomorrow. So, okay, over here $12 an hour. Okay, over here we got something for $14. Over here we got something for $14. Over here we got something for $13, $15. Okay, I'm gonna take one of these $14s. Boom, got in. Okay, I don't really like this. Start working at this place. Over here we got something for $15. Over here we got something for $13. Over here, okay, boom, let me get the $15 because I'm trying to take the most money. Okay, I don't really like this, but because I'm in already and they got all my information, I can just go to whatever temp service I want once they have the opportunity, right? So that was that. I'm single now. I'm in Austin. I'm working now. I got a little money in my pocket now. I take this girl on a date, right? I still don't have a place to stay. I'm still sleeping in my fucking car. I'm still out here thugging it right now, right? Thugging. But I know I'm only going to be doing this for like a month or two now that I'm working. And now that I'm working, I know I got a little money in my pocket to where I'll have time to go continue to move into a better situation, a better job, right? So, get one job working at a warehouse. Get a second job working early mornings, restocking for Victoria's Secret. So it's just me and a bunch of women folding pennies, folding underwear. And I'm in there early in the morning with my second job, then I'm working the warehouse job from 9 to like 1. So I had to be there from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And I got a job from 9 to 1. So down 1 o'clock, I'm out. I'm done for the day, mainly. But I take this girl on a fucking date. Mind you, let me just paint the picture. Dinner finishes, right? Pull my wallet out. I pay for dinner. Get the tip. Get up, grab our coats. Did we grab our coat? We didn't text. We ain't got no fucking coats. She probably did grab a coat. But girls be wearing fucking jackets. Get up, grab our shit. Go across the street to the fucking movie theater. We get out the car, walk up there, about to pay for the tickets, reach back. Oh, I don't have my wallet. This is within 10 minutes. I go back to the, we walk back to the car, same way we came. Look around the car, see if it fell out. Oh, it's nothing. It must be at the restaurant. Go back across the street to the restaurant. It's all within 15, 20 minutes. No wallet. Now, I'm just moving to Texas. It had my ID in it. It had my social security card and it had my birth certificate in it. I had everything in my wallet because I didn't have a crib or anything or any place to really put it up. So now, I'm fucking SOL. SOL. Had a job interview or something the next day. Got the job for like 19 an hour. And like, okay, cool. Can we get your, now we need to run your I-9 and all of that. And we need 2 forms of ID to do all of this. I don't have 2 forms of ID no more. Luckily, I've already done this at all of these temp services, so I have a job. Luckily, I had already done all of this at this place where I was giving blood. So I already have, giving blood. I'm making like $15, $14 an hour somewhere at this warehouse. I'm making like $10 an hour restocking in the morning for Victoria's Secret. We cool. I'm working. But now I can't go get an apartment if I wanted to. 2 jobs, can't get an apartment. And if you know Missouri, we still can't apply online right now. I mean, when COVID happened was the first time we were able to apply online for documents, IDs and socials and birth certificates. In Texas, you could have been done that shit back in 2013, 2014. You had to come here. Your mom got to damn near be where you got to damn near draw blood to make sure you still goddamn you. Ancient history here, goddamn, fucking living like you in the Stone Age in this bitch. So I had to do a bunch of shit, and I wasn't here to get my shit back. So my mama had to go get my birth certificate because she my mama. And then, goddamn, with my birth certificate, I had to basically get a Texas ID and a Texas everything down there with somebody else. I had to find a girl that I could use her address and blah, blah, blah. A lot of shit I had to do. But, lost my wallet, had to figure it out. So, I'm down here dating, and I'm dating this Spanish girl. And I remember posting this little Spanish girl, because this was the first girl I started smoking with. But I posted a picture of this girl sitting on my lap. And immediately, like a week later, I started seeing my kid's mother start posting a dude that she's talking to, right? And now, she's like, she fucking posting pictures of water balloon fights. She out at Six Flags. She got the kids she out at the lake. And the thing is, if you know our situation, this was a mean ass lady I was just dating. But now she kicking it and having fun. You wasn't having no fucking fun with me. Now you out the water. I want a water balloon fight. Now you motherfucking kicking it with your sister. Y'all out barbecuing. You got on shorts. You outside. You want to go play. You outside. You ain't go out. You wasn't outside with me. I'm personalizing everything. And I'm realizing that I was dating a person who was really, really like going through, that really had just went through some shit. Really had just went through some shit. And now, me leaving her and her daughter, at the time, me leaving her and her kid, she went through some shit too. And the dude that she was dating, his name was something, and then in quotes in the middle, you know how my name is Laquel, and then I'll be, like, my name Jacob Laquel West, but I'll be like Jacob Laquel THG West, or something like boom, 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 the guy. His name was The Dad. He had full custody of his kid, His name was something the Dad Williams or something the Dad Smith. You know what I'm saying? I forget his first name, but his nickname was the Dad. Here I am, just left. She got her daughter. We was living together. We was born. We was moved to my crib. All of the above, and then I just left. And she spending time with somebody that got full custody of his daughter, who he ain't leaving. She posting about it. She kicking it. She having fun. They on dates. She posting date night. Oh, I'm in Texas, hating this shit. So I go on her post. I'm on her post arguing with niggas. Like, if I want to come back and get my woman, I could come back and get my motherfucking woman, nigga. Meanwhile, I'm posting a whole other shorty on my shit. This nigga, she talking about she at the park. I'm in this bitch, man, like, you got my daughter at the park with some nigga. She looking like, yo, daughter, nigga, didn't you leave? Listen. I was a very toxic nigga. I was like, the more and more I think about it, I was a very toxic nigga. I'm in Texas. Left her, broke up with her, left her and the little one. I mean, like, you got my daughter around some other nigga, motherfucking like that. I'm on pages, like, if I want to come get my bitch back, I come get my bitch back, like, bruh, yeah, that was me. I did that. That happened. Oh, that happened. Damn, Jacob. Then I stopped dating a little Spanish girl. I'm midway through writing my first project, Cobalt Condo. And me and Aurora, me and my kid's mother get to talking again. And she like, if you really mean it, just come home then. If you really mean what you say, come home. Like, and I'm telling her, if I come home, we having a baby. Like, we finna have a baby. If I come home, we're having a baby. Together, we doing it. And very toxic, because I knew at that time that's not truly what I wanted. But I didn't want her talking to him anymore. And I knew that to him, in my head, his appeal to her was the fact that he was a father. And I was the nigga that just kept running away from situations at the time. So, to get her back, I thought that we having a baby, we finna be a family. I'm coming back to you and my daughter. That's a lot of the shit that I'm saying. But did I mean it? Did I mean it? I said it. And I moved back from Texas. I paid my shit. I was living in my fucking car still. So I didn't have to pack shit. I moved back from Texas. All my shit was already in my Cobalt. My little Cobalt condo. That's why the album called Cobalt Condo. Because all my stuff was in my Cobalt. That was my little condo, my little apartment. And Cobalt Condo sound better than Cobalt Apartment. So that's why my album called Cobalt Condo. So the first rap album, go check it out. It's on fucking SoundCloud. Goddamn me. Now I don't even want y'all to hear shit, because y'all gonna be hearing Vanessa and y'all gonna hear my daughter and my kid's mother name, and I gonna be like, oh, I know the story now. This nigga wasn't shit. I wasn't shit. Every time I think about this, I wasn't shit for a long fucking time. Even in my leaving, I wasn't shit. How I came back, I wasn't shit. Making her give up her dog and then fucking leaving her at the crib, in my crib. Like, I made her give up her dog and then I left. She could have just stayed at her crib and with her dog. Like if you was gonna leave, nigga, I could have just stayed in my crib. Didn't have to move to your crib. Didn't have to give up my place, and I didn't have to give up my fucking dog. If you was just gonna be, if you like. And then when I came back, I wasn't on shit. Then I came back with the wrong intentions. Came back to prove a point that I could come back and get my woman. Because when I came back, I was in November-ish. I come back, we immediately move in to somewhere. We moved in over here in Blackjack, right over there by the Walgreens off Parker Road. Them apartments right across the street from Walgreens. Or right across the street, right behind the Domino's, that little strip right there. So now we together, we living together, we back together, and we fucking, and we fighting about not fucking, because I told her we supposed to be having a baby, but to me at the time it feels like she's fucking me to have a baby, and in my head that's what she's doing. I'm not thinking that she's fucking me because she missed me. I'm not thinking she's fucking me because she really just want to fuck me. I'm not thinking she's fucking me because she really likes this. She really was in love with me. And this woman really was in love with me. And the fact that I said we having a baby is making her want to fuck me more, because now we really trying to get to it. All I'm thinking is, man, you just trying to have a baby. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know what was wrong with me. But it made me not want to have sex with her. Made me not want to touch her. So now December, we fighting about not fucking. We fighting about not touching you no more. We fighting about not loving on you no more. And we arguing about the fact that my daughter stay up late and you stay up late, but I go to sleep early, and like we on different schedules, and it's like it's a lot going on. Like, we fighting about bullshit. And ultimately, we fighting about my woman wanting to fuck me. But in my head, she only want to fuck me because we have a baby. And she don't even fuck me genuinely. But I'm not realizing that this woman love me. She just gave up a nigga that really fucked with her, that wasn't going to leave, to get back with a nigga that left her. Made her give her dog up. Made her put her through hell, kinda. She left this nigga to come be back with me. And here I am again, not touching her. On some more bullshit right now. On bullshit. Literally on bullshit. Up until Valentine's Day comes around, and we had this big fucking fight, right? We have a big fucking fight before Valentine's Day hit, where my mama had to come like to the crib and regulate shit. Like, y'all need to chill the fuck out. Because I'm telling her, I remember we had a whole big ass fight about sex. Like, I'm not touching you. I haven't touched you because all you want to do is fucking have a baby. Big ass fight. Maybe a week later was Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, she handed me a pregnancy test. She was already pregnant with my daughter, Ava. And I don't know, in that moment, I wasn't like upset. Because it felt like after we had that big ass fight and argument, she was with us. So like, I'm not just having sex with you because I want to have a baby. I'm having sex with you because like, I want to have sex with you. I love you. Like, I love you. I missed you. You've been gone for months. Like, I get to spend time with you. You made it seem like you just wanted this family, and that makes me want you even more. Every time I see you, I want you. Every time I want to touch you, I want to be around you. I want to be up under you. I want to be in your skin. Like, I love you. I want to fuck you because I want to fuck you. And yeah, if we going there, let's go there. Like, I want you because you're my man. And I don't know why my head didn't see it that way. I didn't see it though. I seemed like you just trying to like. Like, he's just trying to have a baby. Like, and what we did, she did get pregnant. Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day. There's a video of her handing me like a Valentine's gift, and then I'm pull out the pregnancy test. And I'm excited. But I also, at this moment, realized that I did not deserve her. At all. And that's the mother of my first kid. And that's how I treated her up until that moment. Oh, wait. That's the mother of my first kid. And I put her through fucking hell. And that's my dog, bro. That's my dog, y'all. Y'all don't understand. My other kids are with her right now. As we speak, my daughter's getting her hair done by her right now that I have with somebody else. That's my dog. That's my dog, bro. And she got pregnant with my kid when I'm telling her I don't want to touch her. I don't. All I was telling her is some of the meanest shit in the world. All she wanted to do is have my daughter, my fucking baby. That's my baby. My daughters are my babies. Like, that's crazy. I put that lady through fucking hell. Like, and all she wanted to do was all she did was love me. All she did was love me, bro. Man, we was mean. We was both mean. But goddamn, she gave up her other nigga, all of it. And I was really in that living room saying like, oh wait, I was really saying something. I was really fucked up, bro. I was really fucked up. And I was really fucked up to her. She was so happy to have my baby. I was really fucked up to her. It didn't get no better. For a long time, bro. But when you think I don't know why I was so me at the time. I was so me at the time, bro. I was so fucking me at the time. It made sense to me at that time. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't acting out. I wasn't treating her bad. And it was bad, but I wasn't bro, that woman had my baby. Was so happy to have my baby. Thought I mattered. Was so happy to have my baby. That lady thought I mattered. That lady, my first kid's mother, fuck with me too. That lady loved me. That lady loved me. Now, this is probably, again, this feeling right now is at 32. I've been through other relationships, right? I've been through other shit. And didn't nobody fucking love me like she did. Now I know that. At that time, I didn't know that. Oh man. At that time I didn't know that. At that time it was fucking just what I was doing. At that time I was gonna find another her in 5 minutes. It was me. I'm gonna find another you, whatever, baby. But nah, whatever. All this shit, I ain't gotta deal with this shit. Fuck that. And that's how I treated it, man. She was the only motherfucker that was ever silent like that. But you don't know that until you know that. You will never know that until you know that. I was so in my head, I could find this again in 5 fucking minutes. Bro, I could go find it in no, bro. When nobody's solid like my first kid's mother. And I put her through hell for no reason. Oh, well, now she pregnant. Now she pregnant with AJ. We got Nessa, and now she's pregnant with AJ. And man, if y'all know how I am about my daughters, man, my girl, I got 4 daughters and I got my son. My oldest 2, baby. If y'all know how I am about my girls, she brought my baby into this world. That was the moment she got pregnant with my baby, like, and I didn't, like, I was happy, but we had just had the worst. I said some of the worst things to her, and even still did after, like, during the moment. That's so crazy, but it's so wild because people like now be like, oh, I'm gonna end this. People now be like, would you have another kid? And the main thing I say is, if I get to be with my woman, and I get a woman that actually loves me, and actually wants to be with me, and we actually get to raise this kid together, then yeah, I have another kid. But just another baby mama, I don't want that. I fucking had that. But at that moment, I hadn't been through all the shit that I had been through now to realize how dope I did have it. You know? So, hey, I'm gonna end this. We gonna get into part 3. We gonna get into the pregnancy. Ooh. We gonna get into the pregnancy. Cause it don't get better, Jacob. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have got emotional right now. I shouldn't have done that.